Raheem Mostert and Tevin Coleman injured. This is how we're going to start this Madden franchise mode. Alright, this is going to be weird because I think I've just completed week 5 of this franchise mode, and I was more of just playing for myself, haven't recorded at all. But, halfway through I was just like, you know what? Why not? Why not do a franchise mode and actually stick with it this time? Because, my Madden franchise from a couple years ago, it got like 30 views. And I never made a new episode. So anyways, with only one active running back on the roster, Jerick McKinnon, of course, he's going to get the start. I'm moving Brandon Ayuk to running back for the next game. This is going to be a lot of information coming at once, but it's the roster. Here's the practice squad. Yeah, I apologize. It's kind of weird. So let's look at the schedule. Currently, we are undefeated, winning all 5 of our games. Next game against the Rams. I simulated the Cardinals and Niners game. Well, this one, because it was already completed in real life. So I don't know. I was just like, whatever. I already saw the game. As you can see, the sim engine gave Brandon Ayuk a pretty good debut. Like 4 receptions, 70 yards. Let's see, a whole bunch of tackles for a loss. Yeah, I gotta play these games with sim engine. Javon Kinlaw, sack in his debut. Sim engine is weird, so I'll be playing. You guys will be going on this journey with me. I don't know how many times I'm going to say it, but I know this is going to be weird. Right here, we're going to the Giants game, which, surprisingly, they were putting up points. I got to change the sliders. Like, originally, I was playing on just the default all Madden sliders, but in the next few games, I'm going to be playing with sliders. Tevin Coleman fucking went off when Raheem Mostert went down. Raheem Mostert was having an unbelievable season too, but he's already been injured 2 times. 2 times. As you can see, Debo, KB, George Kittle holding it down. Receiver was kind of a concern for me, but Debo, he's playing like a wide receiver 1. He's playing like a wide receiver 1. Bosa, Armstead, Warner getting sacks. Fred with the interception. You'll see his stats like after. Fred Warner might win Defensive Player of the Year. He is having a monster season in this franchise mode. Monster season. He's just making plays all around the field. Excellent tackler. Playmaker. Jimmy G. You'll see the stats too. This Eagles game, I'm just trying to remember these games. This Eagles game, we just destroyed them on the ground. Raheem Mostert, he didn't even play this whole game. See, he returned from injury in this game. Came in, got 12 carries, and he ended up being injured. Tevin Coleman has been probably our best red zone threat, I guess. He's been finding the end zone every week. I think in 5 weeks he has like 6 touchdowns. So going into free agency this season, way too early to talk about that. But it's gonna be tough deciding who we're gonna keep. We've already paid most of big money. But Tevin Coleman's been having an unbelievable season. Jerick McKinnon, his contract will also be up. Probably let him go, honestly. And I'll just say this before we go into the stats. Richard Sherman, he's been playing pretty good, holding it down. He's been burnt a few times. I don't know if you guys noticed on the depth chart, but that man, Emmanuel Mosley, had to be benched. Fool was just getting burnt every single time, every single game, giving up big plays. I benched him I think before this last game. That was week 5. Was it against the Dolphins? Is it the game we're looking at right now? I think it might be. But Jerick McKinnon, see, he had a good game. Tevin Coleman went down in the middle of this game, I'm pretty sure. So Jerick McKinnon had to lead the way in the backfield. George Kittle, Trent Taylor, Jordan Reed all scoring that game. Trent Taylor, I mean, excellent player in the slot. And I think his contract is done after this season. I'll probably look to keep him around. I think Pettis' contract is done. So, I mean, we're kind of free of that man. So, I mean, he's a returner, and sometimes he's on offense, but nah, that man, bust. Well, I don't know. Plenty of season to go. But this year especially, this is going to be big in deciding, who's going to will be on our team in the future. I mean, of course. But, I mean, a lot of our good young players, their contracts are going to be coming up, so we're going to have to get worse at other positions because we got to think about the future and the present at the same time. It's going to be a balancing act. So right here we're going to get into the stats. Jimmy G, 12 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 70% completion percentage. What was that, over 110 QBR? I mean, he's doing pretty good. As you can see, our running backs, 3-headed monster. Raheem Mostert has more yards, 100 more yards exactly than Jerick McKinnon in like 30 less snaps. 6 yards per carry for Coleman and Mostert. They just been monsters. Let's see the receiving production. Debo on pace for well over 1,000 yards. Ayuk, he's contributing. KB, he's contributing. George Kittle, already 4 touchdown receptions. Jordan Reed, Kendrick Bourne has 2. I don't remember that. See, here are the stats for Fred Warner. Already almost 50 tackles. 3 sacks, 2 interceptions. Has some deflections in there too. He's on pace for just a monster season. He's probably our best defensive player. Nick Bosa, Armstead getting their sack production. Javon Kinlaw has been pretty damn good, especially for a rookie, of course. He was, even though Armstead has more sacks, I will say he's outperformed Armstead. He's probably right behind Nick Bosa in terms of play this season. Yeah, our team is good at rushing the passer. I don't know why I'm sticking on this so long, but because I'm not. This is like the footage from this game. I just recorded it before, and now I'm just commentating over it. Interceptions. Fred Warner has her only 2. I'm surprised that we don't have more, considering we got Sherman, Tart, players like that could make plays on the ball, and a good pass rush. I mean, I guess it just hasn't translated yet. Pass deflections, as you can see, Sherman, he's been pretty damn good, but of course, he's getting up there in age, and the regression of Madden is insane. So it's pretty soon we're gonna have to find our answers at corner, because that's probably been our weakest position, honestly, in this season so far. Just extremely inconsistent play. I was trying to rotate Witherspoon in, and I don't want to completely bench Emmanuel Mosley, but he was just getting destroyed each time he was on the field. These are the awards. What the fuck? Alright, alright. So I'm probably gonna draft a corner. This is probably kind of awkward because I'm trying to remember the games. Remember. Because I've already played a few games ahead of that even. I'm like in week 9 or 10. So I'm just trying to remember without like spoiling stuff that happens in the future. But I mean, anyways, yeah, I just thought it would be weird if I just uploaded a week 6 video without an introduction. And this introduction probably kind of awkward, but I'm not gonna re-record it or anything because fuck that. Alright, so we're gonna have fun. We're gonna be on a journey with this team. That's what it's all about. We're gonna make this a dynasty. We're gonna make this a dynasty, showing that Super Bowl was just a fluke. That the refs rigged the game, because they did, clearly. So, yeah. P Jiggy out, as Kobe would say. Now I'm kind of just sad.